Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Dick Pritchard from Columbus, Ohio, and you are listening to our CTFO Rockstar Team training for August the 15th, 2021. Hope you all had a great week. If you're new to CTFO, what is it anyway? It is a nutritional products and wellness company. Any money that is made through the sale of products. There's no other way to make money other than to get products sold. Please understand that up front. Secondly, it is a wholesale buyers club. Anybody can join for free and get wholesale prices on all of our more than 50 wellness products. You don't have to build a business if you don't want to. Okay. Thirdly, it is a network marketing business, and that's how we get paid, through a network marketing pay plan. In short, CTFO is about health and wealth, and our motto is shop to save, share to earn, because the more you shop, the more you can save, and the more you share, the more you can earn. Let's talk about our weekly progress. This week we signed up 239 new members. 4 of those came in for free by mail through a postcard, ad, letter, flyer, some piece of mail that came back to me, and I signed those people up. Our 31-day team sales volume down a little at $45,736. Our weekly team sales volume so far, the week is not quite over yet, $6,877. I realize our numbers have been down for a couple of weeks. This is sort of peak vacation time. I don't know about where you live, but school starts in Ohio this coming week, so people will be coming back from vacation. A lot of people here take their vacation right before school starts. So I expect our sales will pick up a bit as we go into the fall. We did sell 3 packs this week. We now have a total of 48,805 members. Our postal profit and underground profit system combined report, we sent out a total of 79 info packs and 36 follow-up info packs, each with a free sample of the coffee and the keto creamer, since I now have creamer in stock. And we had 1 auto ship sign up. I expect that the sign-ups will also pick up as we go into the fall. A few more updates and some training. Again, a reminder about the postcard special for all of the summer through the end of August. 1,000 names and cards for only $75. If you're mailing postcards, you may want to take advantage of that, because September, October is a prime time for mailing. What works better than postcards? That's a good question. That's the headline on our Underground Profits form that you have to complete if you want to find out about the Underground Profit system. Those invitation letters are going out like clockwork. Unlike the old postal profit system, since I'm sending out the letters through an automated system called Postalocity, when I get an order, that order goes out the very next day. So we're cranking out invitation letters like clockwork, and we are getting responses. Okay? It works better than postcards. Well, I'll talk about this more in a minute, but basically, these are targeted leads, and these folks have shown that they are buyers, all right, and it brings them in on an auto ship order. The underground profit system also, if you use it properly, has a way for you to get on the phone with your prospects, and that's what you want to do. You want to make a connection with anybody who is thinking about coming in, who actually comes in. I want to talk a minute about autoresponders and deliverability. I use Aweber for my email list. The company uses Constant Contact, which is another autoresponder. I believe Mike Swilling uses Constant Contact as well. The thing about autoresponders is that there's always a challenge with delivering emails, especially to certain email domains. Okay, some of the domains run by the cable companies like Comcast.com and stuff like that do not like autoresponders, and they will reject emails from autoresponders. I've had similar problems with iCloud.com. That's just kind of the way it works. The autoresponder will try, but if the email provider will not accept emails from an autoresponder, that's a problem. Also, sometimes the providers reject emails from an autoresponder that have attachments. And so people have complained to me that they don't get the newsletter because it's an attachment to the emails. So you need to understand, as I go into the next topic, that delivering emails from autoresponders is always a challenge and probably will continue to be. Why? Because people don't like spam. And so what they tend to do when you get a series of follow-up emails, and if you've ever bought anything online, you know that the vendors will bury you in emails, follow-up emails. So that irritates people. They complain about spam, and their email providers respond accordingly. They start blocking autoresponders or blocking senders. Okay. So that brings up the next topic, which is the capture page follow-up emails. I've had a couple people tell me that they went in and filled in their capture page and put one of their alternate emails in so they could see, if everything worked. And they said, I got the notice that somebody, visited my capture page, but my alternate email never got any of the follow-up emails. Well, that has been a challenge. Okay, the company actually is trying to do some testing on that. They've asked me to be part of that test, where they're going to send out. I think the deal is they're going to try sending the follow-up emails to our regular email, and then we can give them an alternate email. So they're trying to see, what works better. I will tell you from personal experience that Gmail is the best kind of email to have in terms of getting emails from an autoresponder. But, when people who are prospects go to our capture page, we don't really want to say, well, if you don't have Gmail, you're out of luck. So we're trying to find a way that we can get the best deliverability on those follow-up emails from the capture page. I don't know that it's a Gmail versus other provider problem. It's kind of tricky. But we are testing it. The company is definitely wants to make sure this works because this is a huge improvement for people who want to send friends or traffic or whatever or use the marketing system. This stuff needs to work, right? So we're working on it. Be patient. A few more training and updates in the next couple of charts. First of all, a list of people who made rank ups on their Infinity teams, and I don't know if this is just for July or what period this is, but I'm proud to say that there are a number of people that I see on here, including me, who are in our group, and that's great. You can still rank up for Infinity teams by selling packs through the end of October. I strongly encourage you to continue selling packs because you're going to find it's a lot easier to qualify for teams 2, 3, 4, etc. by selling packs than it is by qualifying by rank. Okay, and come 1st of November, that's the only way you can qualify. However, if you've already qualified, say for Team 3 or 2 or whatever, by selling packs, then you're permanently qualified for those teams. Whereas in the future, for other Infinity teams, you only qualify based on your current rank. Okay, your paid as rank. So this is important. Plus, through the end of August, let me skip one here. You can still get reduced pack prices. Okay, and that means somebody can be pack qualified for as little as $249 if they're new, or $262 if they're not. Doesn't matter what kind of pack you buy, unless you're trying to, qualify for more matrix pay. But the point is, this will continue for another couple of weeks, so take advantage of it. All right, let's talk about quantity versus quality. Okay, mass advertising might bring in 1,000 free sign-ups with about 10% buying product. Sometimes they buy product once, sometimes they buy product occasionally, sometimes they actually get on auto ship. This is a numbers game. Any type of mass advertising is. And so, in particular, if you're, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so this is what I call quantity advertising. Okay, quality advertising is more targeted. Let's say it brings you 50 auto ship signups who actually become business builders. Which one would you rather have? Okay, let's see, you got 100 buying product on the first one and only 50 on the second one. It would seem that the first one is a better deal, but no, it's not, because those 50 are on auto ship, not occasionally buying product, and they potentially at least become builders because they came in as part of a targeted advertising campaign. Well, what is the most targeted way? I'll tell you without any hesitation, it's word of mouth and sampling. Why? Because there you know the people, they know you, they hopefully trust you and trust your judgment. You give them a sample, they're going to actually try that sample. If they like it, they're going to go to your website and buy some. They may become a regular customer at least, or they may just be an occasional customer. And let's say you sold them or you gave them the keto creamer and they decide they really like it. Well, they'll buy it whenever they need some more. Okay, but this is the most targeted. Okay, somewhat targeted. quite as good as word of mouth, are letters to buyer list. That's what Underground Profits does. Okay, and it further targets those buyers by separating out those who have a smartphone, email, and voicemail. Okay, that's the headline on the Underground Profits invitation letter. It says, if you have a smartphone. Okay, so that's somewhat targeted and more likely to bring in people who not only are on auto ship but are also have a way to be builders. The least targeted, mass mailings, read postcards, and mass web traffic. I know everybody wants to find the magic way to send thousands of visitors to their website, thousands of clicks for the least amount of money, of course, and watch the magic happen instantaneously. Well, I mean, I'll give you one example. A couple of weeks ago, I bought 500 clicks from homebusinessleads.com, which I consider to be not the best, but the least bad place to get clicks. Okay, and I sent those clicks to my rotator, which includes many of my personals and people who have done mailings in the last 30 days and that kind of thing. It's a way you qualify to be on my friends and family list, right? But that's about 50 people, quite a number of those people, and I sent them to those leads to their capture page, all right? So a number of those folks said, wow, I got people visiting my capture page. How did that happen? And I had to tell them, well, I did that to you. I sent traffic to your capture page. Well, my wife and I, of course, are on that list, so I get the notices for us. We had a number of people who it said they visited and didn't join, and then we had a few who joined, and what I noticed was I don't think I found a single one where the mailing address could be validated. Okay, so this is what happens with mass web traffic. Until and unless you have a way to get targeted quality web traffic, you're going to be frustrated by buying clicks. Okay, just saying. And so this middle ground here is probably the sweet spot for now. Okay, already talked about that. Reminders of webinars, CTFO corporate webinars, 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Go to ctfowebinar.com. I tried to get into one on Thursday and couldn't get in, but there is a replay available. Kevin Fournier is doing what he calls Pathway to 5K training. I strongly encourage you to listen to the replay. But the Tuesday night one is an opportunity webinar. Steve Finger last Tuesday presented the new pay plan. And of course, Thursday night, Kevin and David D'Arcangelo and Mike Swilling gave us a training on the pathway to 5K. 5K is, they believe, the key rank that new people should aspire to as quickly as possible, because when you get to 5K, you're qualified for a couple of infinity teams. You're getting loyalty pay. I mean, there's a number of things that you're getting at 5K that start you on the pathway to prosperity, so to speak. Secondly, Mike Swilling I didn't do it Thursday because he was on the Thursday night thing, but he does a Facebook Live presentation on Thursdays. Mike is my personal enroller, the #1 distributor in the entire company. If you're promoting by word of mouth, Mike is the guy to listen to. Okay. I want to tell you a story today. It involves Carl Malone. Some of you may not remember Carl. He played for the Utah Jazz. Very, very good basketball player. His slogan was they call him the mailman because the mailman delivers, they said. And Carl certainly delivered for the Jazz. I had the opportunity to meet Carl in person a few years ago when I lived in Albuquerque. I think he was already retired from basketball by then. We were living in an upscale apartment there, and I was down by the pool one day, and Carl Malone is sitting there by the pool, and I recognized him, so I went over and started talking to him. I said, what are you doing in Albuquerque? He said, well, I just opened up a new Toyota dealership here. In fact, Carl was quite the entrepreneur. He had Toyota dealerships in multiple cities in Utah, New Mexico, and maybe some other places. But I thought about that meeting with Carl. Nice guy, very down to earth, very soft spoken, even though he was a ferocious basketball player. And I thought about that slogan, the mailman delivers. And that's why I still use mail, because our mailmen deliver. All right, you can't always be sure about email or clicks or any of those things. People wonder why I continue to use postal mail. Okay, and I'll tell you, it's right here from Carl Malone. The mailman delivers. Everybody opens their postal mail. Okay, that's why we still use postal mail. It's why I think, at least within the USA, okay, it still works and works really well. Okay, that's my story for this week. Have a fantastic week, folks. Dr. Dick signing off.